Babba game and shit.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm of the same sentiment.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't matter your race, gender, gender identity, representation, sexuality, you know, any external factor doesn't affect who you are as an individual. But, like, that's, like, I also know that there's a counter-argument to, that there's, like, when it comes to race issues, there are people who say, like, oh, I'm blind to race, but then, like, the counter-argument to that is, well, you shouldn't be blind to race, you should acknowledge that there is differences and celebrate those differences, which I also agree with. You know what I mean?
Though I do understand the sentiment of I'm blind to race. It's basically just, oh, I'm just treating people as people.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, try to understand people's differing sensibilities and, like, not, like, cater to them, but accommodate for them if you're in any way able to control that. But, like, you know, like, obviously my sense of humor is not going to be for everyone. Like, I get that, but, like, if you don't like it, like, you know, not to be rude, but fuck off, kindly.
Yeah. But, you know, dark humor, like clean water, not everyone
gets it. Yeah. Oh, I got another one.
Yeah?
My potatoes bring all the Irish to the yard, and they're like, that famine was hard, damn right, that famine was hard, I could feed you, but you'll have to starve. I can't take credit for that one, that was a Tumblr one. Good one though.
Never really used Tumblr.
I used it back in the early days, but since they got, I stopped using it.
You were there
after
for the
a while.
porn.
Yeah, exactly. No, the fucking Tumblr's user base went like significantly down after they banned the porn.
Yeah, that's weird.
Crazy.
They did it because of the new American laws, didn't they?
I think so, and I'm not sure if this is the case, but I think I've already been here. Nope, never mind. I have not been here. Was that it?
Yep, you got 4
Asshole.
beans.
Asshole.
At least it wasn't completely beaningless.
Ayy. Ayy.
You know, you'd think Bertie Bots would be a robot company.
You know, I think Bertie's Bots was a newspaper company. I mean, what?
I said robot company. Bertie's Bots.
Oh, well, they also made newspapers. They were competing with the Daily Prophet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Daily Prophet as in like, you know, tells the future, or Daily Prophet as in like, yes, money!
No, the Daily Prophet is the newspaper company in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's like, if you didn't know that, then, you know, what kind of fucking friend are you?
Obviously a horrible one. But, like, that's aside from the whole not knowing things from Harry Potter. I'm just a horrible person.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? Anyway, actually had no follow-up thought.
Harry's just all like, where am I?
What day is it? I like pudding. But
are you going to reference that every video?
Probably every single time. It's one of my favorite quotes.
What day is it? I like pudding.
What was that thing that we were talking about earlier that was really funny?
I'm not sure.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
But, I actually stole our Professor Oak's voice for my D&D campaign.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that.
I think I've already been here. I'm actually genuinely lost. This doesn't happen on any playthrough. I don't know why I'm lost.
Are we needing to be exiting?
We have to exit. I think it's this way. I think it's this. Oh, yeah. Here's the exit. The door opened and.
But yeah, like so I'm only 2 games into my Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and like last game I was playing my character really seriously, but I didn't have a voice.
Oh wait, I've been here.
I was just using my normal speaking voice to roleplay this really serious wizard character. Yeah. And the Dungeon Master was like, no man, you need to have a voice for your character to differentiate from you. So I just kind of borrowed the Professor Oak's voice, and because it was so silly, the character of my character kind of changed from being like this super serious hardcore wizard to just like this crazy
I am a super serious hardcore wizard.
Yeah. So like we've got an orc in our warband called Thok. And basically his entire character is Thok Punch. He just punches everything. That's his character.
You know what Thok's voice actually should be?
What?
Kapow! Kapow! No, but I prefer Thok too. Anyway, go on.
But anyway, like, his fists glow when in the presence of a worthy enemy. So then he knows that he needs to punch them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my old voiced character, whenever Thok was like, I'm gonna punch the thing, he was just like, no Thok, don't punch the thing. Oh my god. But this new character is just like, yes Thok, fuck him up!
Fuck him up, Thok! I want to see blood! Punch his brains out!
I want to see that man's brains all over the floor. And
You better strangle him by his intestines.
exactly. And like, so wizardry is banned in the current universe that we're in. You have to have a license to be a wizard. And
okay.
I was running around doing unlicensed wizardry and almost got arrested for it.
Yeah.
And some guy was just like, look, he wasn't some guy. He was like captain of the guard of this town.
Captain
or whatever.
America, yeah, go on.
Yeah, Captain America. He was like, look, man, I understand that you're trying to help this town, so I'm giving you a free pass with the wizardry. Here's a license for wizardry. And I'm standing inside his rental property at this time, and the very first thing I do is like, fuck yeah, magic missile! And I just destroy his apartment with
I want to
magic
cast
missiles.
magic missile.
And I just fucking destroy his apartment with magic missiles.
What are you casting at? There's no one there. I'm
Attacking the darkness.
All right. You attack the darkness.
Where's the Cheetos?
It's in, right in front of you.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
In the fridge, duh.
Oh man.
Such a good show. Wait, where's it? Oh, I guess I go back the other way. That makes sense.
But yeah, I'm really
I hope
liking my
I'm
wizard
actually-
character now, except he's fucking dead now.
Just want to make sure that I'm getting all the wizard cards that are necessary. Alright, cool. I think we're on the latest one. Just don't want to miss out on any of the wizard cards, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think we've been doing pretty well so far, I think.
I reckon.
We haven't missed out on any of the wizard
We're
cards.
probably like
I think the
50% through
only
the
thing...
game.
No. You said that before with the Croc playthrough where it's like, oh yeah, we're already at the top of the mountain. It's like, oh Jesus Christ. I'm pretty
Man,
sure that was like...
darker than my future. That's saying something.
There was nothing in there. It was like an empty room.
Yeah.
Well, that's the logic of video games for you. Anyway, what does it say on the blackboard there? It's like, bottle equals a rabbit.
Well, yeah.
Fucking...
Don't you know that? It's just
runic
basic
symbol?
It's basic wizardry.
Is this a vagina?
Yes.
See,
It's a polygonal vagina, so don't stick your dick in it. It'll cut it up.
yeah.
It'll cut it up.
But
real
like
bad.
that makes sense though, because it's like, oh
Wow,
shit, I think
you suck
I
at
started from the wrong spot. Whoops.
You don't even need me to fuck you up. You're just horrible.
No, Shay, shut your fucking mouth.
No, you can't.
Oh hey,
make
it
me.
actually worked though.
Did it?
Yeah.
Incendio!
Alright, I'm actually gonna
Fucking wizard.
gonna try and focus now. Alright. So I'm sorry if I'm sitting in silence for this bit, but it's just like I actually have to focus. I gotta like get the wand across. Oh, I've already fucked up, but I need to get it to the top here, and then I need to move it over to this side. And the clock is ticking down, but I've got to. I wonder if I could fill that bit up a bit more, but I think you have to go as fast as possible in order for it to count. Oh well, it still counts anyway. You can actually see me correcting it slightly at the end there. But anyway, yeah. What was that? Fucking. Was that like fucking Croc trying to be like, you have great potential. You are very
Okay,
great. You are
but
the
legit
greatest."
though, she's fucking high. Look at her.
Oh, she's a herbologist. How could she not be
she's just
high
like,
at any given time?
Fucking do this charm, man.
Do this charm, man. It'll be so cool. I want you to.
We're all
Whoa.
like just like tiny people.
Just
What
opens
the
it.
fuck?
Opens the trench coat like, hey kid, you want some magic?
And it's just like, dude, I've made these brownies earlier. You want some?
You want some brownies?
Fucking, they're the good shit, man.
I'm Laura.
I thought we weren't meant to be making.
I know.
references. I've been good.
I think that's been a
I've
running.
been a good girl.
I think that's been a running gag throughout. Yeah. The whole don't make references has become our in joke. Because I'm like kind of an asshole that's all like, oh, we can't talk about specific things. But then it's like, it's actually more interesting when we do talk about those specific things. Now I have to say, the original version of this, when I installed this game after so many years of not playing it, this like level was like glitchy. Also, ow, motherfucker.
Man, your grandma really hates you.
So, what would you do, right?
There's another one.
I knew that. I meant to do that.
But what would I do if...
So, like, what would you do if, right?
I prefer left.
What?
You said, what would I do if right? I prefer left.
What would you do if, right?
Left.
Single jelly bean, come on, that was
That's
not worth the time. That was
bullshit.
not worth any of the time that I put into
bullshit.
that. Yeah, it is like bullshit, okay?
It
You
was
cannot-
not worth it, it was not.
It was not. So what would you do? if you went back in time and you were forced to possess, like completely inhabit your 5-year-old body, and you were going through life again, do you think you'd have a much easier time, or do you think like life would be just as difficult as it was the first time? Do you think you'd be bullied? Would you be able to deal with like your peers much better, going back in time and having to do it all again, right? Also, just as a side note, your actual 5-year-old self dies. Like, it's completely painful in the most painful way possible. You possess his body, and he's like gone from this earth.
Well, I'm not feeling that technically, so...
Yeah, I mean, you don't deal with it. You're perfectly fine, but you kill him in the most horrible way, in the most painful way.
So I basically perforate his asshole with a razor blade covered dildo using cyanide as lube.
Yes, and he's 5 years old.
Nice!
Why is that nice?
Well, it's me.
Why is that? Why does that matter?
Because I want to kill myself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like, but you don't feel it at all.
Yeah, but like, it's still some sort of release.
Okay. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, this might be going into like dark territory, but do you think? No, that's really dark territory. I'm not even going to touch on that.
Now I'm really curious.
Well, I was going to say, do you think like if like a suicidal person had like a realistic virtual reality suicide simulator that would like offset some of that like feeling? You know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it would at all, because I think that like the idea, like people who like fetishize killing themselves, and people who like genuinely like want their existence to end are two completely different types of people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So yeah, probably a dumb question to start with.
Yeah, and I feel as though the people who fetishize that sort of thing would change their mind very quickly upon experiencing that.
For sure. I think there's definitely definitely a difference between a masochist and like someone that like is actually genuinely.
But to answer your original question,
the 5-year-old one.
Yeah, I'd probably act on my being trans in much sooner. Do I keep my knowledge from who I am?
Yeah,
now?
yeah, you keep your knowledge from
in that
present
case,
day.
I would act on my being trans much sooner.
Okay. Would you act on it as a child?
I mean, I would try to.
Okay.
But then, like, I wouldn't have the resources.
Yeah, because you'd be back in 1992. Or whenever it was.
That old.
How old are you?
I was born in 95.
Oh, right, there's a 2-year difference between us.
So I would have been in 2000. But no, more like medical technology wouldn't have progressed that. But I would have been able to do it at a younger age, like 16 or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely right.
But, aside from that,
yeah,
I feel as though a lot of my life choices that I made as a younger person are valuable into building who I am today.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I feel as though using those life experiences, I've become a much better person than if I didn't experience some of those things.
Absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yeah, and I'm not talking like a much better person as in like, more skilled or whatever. I mean, morally speaking.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree. Like, it is interesting to consider though, because it's like
as a kid.
It's interesting to consider because I feel like a lot of our life experiences kind of make us who we are. To already sort of have like a forbidden knowledge in a sense without having to have had those experiences in the first place as like a kid or anything like that.
Actually,
that'd be interesting.
There is an excellent Star Trek episode that touches on this very issue.
Yeah?